Okay, we're told here that we have two squares, that we have a lawn, which is going to be x times x, and we have a path around it. Now, the width of that path is 1 metre, so the total of width of that square is going to be x plus 2. So the area of the lawn we know is x times x, which is just x squared. The area of the path, well, the total area of that big square is x plus 2 all squared. But need to be careful, because don't forget to get the area of the path, I need to cut out the area of the lawn as well. So I'm going to take away x squared. And that gets me this area here, because I've taken away the lawn inside it. And so that's x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus x squared. So the area of the path is 4x plus 4. Now, we're told that the area of the lawn, x squared, is less than twice the area of the path. Well, that's 2 upon 4x plus 4. Or x squared is less than 8x plus 8. Or just rearrange that, x squared minus 8x minus 8 is less than 0. So we've got our quadratic inequality. We're then asked to solve that, and we're asked to leave our answer in surd form. So that suggests to me that we're not going to be able to factorise this quadratic. So let's look at it. X squared minus 8x minus 8 is less than 0. Well, I can't think of two numbers that multiply to give minus 8 and add to give 8. So I'm going to take it to one side, and I'm going to solve the equation x squared minus 8x minus 8 equals 0. And I'm going to write that using our quadratic formula. So x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of, now b squared is minus 8 all squared, which is 64, minus 4 times 1 times minus 8, so that's plus 32. And we're all dividing that by 2a. So x is equal to 8 plus or minus the square root of 96, all divided by 2. Now I know that 96 is 16 times 6. So x is equal to 8 plus or minus root 16 times root 6. And root 16 is just 4. And root 6 I'm going to leave as root 6. That's all divided by 2. So x is equal to 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. Now, notice this is not, sorry, not 2 root 3, 2 root 6. This is not the answer to our inequality. These are what we call our critical values. That when we want to find out where that expression crosses the x-axis, it happens at 4 minus 2 root 6 and at 4 plus 2 root 6. Our critical values are those two values. I also know that if I plot that line y equals x squared minus 8x minus 8, it's a positive quadratic. There's a single x squared and one's a positive number. That means it's a happy face. And so the curve looks something like that. Now we want to know, when is that curve less than 0? When is it below the x-axis? Well, there. Okay, well, what values of x give us that? Well, the values of x that give us those values of y are these ones. In other words, that x is between 4 plus 2 root 6 and 4 minus 2 root 6. Now I just need to be careful. I'm going to put my inequality there in. We are strictly less than, so I can't put an equals part on either of these. So I get my final, or my, need to just check it, but it looks like my final one. 4 minus 2 root 6 is less than x, which is less than 4 plus 2 root 6. But we do need to be slightly careful and use a wee bit of common sense here, Because at the very start of the question, we're told that x is the width of a lawn. Now, if we're talking about measuring width, we can't have a negative width. And so we need to say that x starts at 0 and goes up to 4 plus 2 root 6. Okay. This is mathematically the correct answer. However, we need to use a bit of logic and common sense and say, well, x is a width, so we need to reject anything that is a negative answer to this. And so our final solution for this inequality is 0 is less than x, which is less than 4 plus 2 root 6.